It was just like any other fifth birthday party with music, balloons and plenty of cake. World Trade Center Gibraltar is 5 years old and brimming with multinational companies and startups making celebrations that much sweeter.
And remember, we were 48% of the people that joined us here 5 years ago were from overseas. And they're still with us. We still have the best incubator here, which is Regis, and we're full. We're full, which is a real pity. But wow, what a magnet we are for investors from overseas. And this is where they tend to start off first, in Gibraltar, because it gives them everything. I mean, World Trade Center is all about international trade, and if you're an international firm, it's the place to move into.
The pandemic affected many businesses in Gibraltar, and the World Trade Center certainly wasn't immune, but its glossy atrium is now once again buzzing with activity.
Well, we did two things. One, we came up with a rent support scheme for people who were the small businesses, and two, what we did was say to people, you know, the great thing about offices is you welcome you, build your teams, and we found that's worked really well. And what we have here is an enormous amount of community space. Remember, if you go to the atrium there, they do yoga at 7:30 some mornings. Now, I have to say I've never made the yoga lessons at 7:30 in the morning, but look at this community space. Look where they're playing birthday music upstairs, and of course we've got lots of space throughout. So what people tend to do is come here almost to socially congregate, and hence they've been trying to get back every time there's been a break between the lockdowns, and we're very pleased, and the very fact that we've gone down from a mountain of cupcakes this morning to virtually none shows you how many people are already back in the building who like cupcakes, admittedly, but that shows you people want to work with their friends, they want to work with each other, and it's more fun to do that. Oh, and by the way, can I mention that in the 5 years we've been here, we have raised £152,390 for charities and good projects, which is quite amazing. £152,390 from all the World Trade Center charitable activities.
So having plugged into a global network, what next for Gibraltar's business community?
Well, look, we are very tech-enabled here. We have the most advanced office building. What Gibraltar needs next, actually, is a tech center. And a tech center, the tech giants of America have changed their spec, and now they're all light cables, so that's fiber optics instead of copper cables, etc. There's a logic to that, but the next step for Gibraltar to move forward would be a tech center. And I think that really would be then a beacon of attraction. And World Trade Center now will be, the information we get from World Trade Center back in New York is very much zero in on tech and build tech center enabled accommodation, because that type of firm really wants that level, and they will only move into a tech center. And I think that's the next level for Gibraltar to reach for.
World Trade Center Gibraltar has good reason to celebrate. The World Trade Centers Association has called it a leading influence in its global network. The local branch is now looking ahead to the next 5 years, contributing further to Gibraltar's economic growth and investing in the community.